Hi, Sarah, Staar speaking here. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much for all your great feedback for the couple of videos which I've made so far. You've been sending me loads and loads of emails with lots and lots of questions, and lots of you have also commented on this video page as well. Today I'm going to answer a few of your questions. I don't have time to go through all of your questions, but I'll be answering, the sort of questions that seem to be coming up again and again. And I'll also be making another video tomorrow, so look out for that. But today, one of the things I want to cover is exactly, keyword density in articles, how I'm actually getting these articles written, because so far what I've shown is how to get your niche, how to find a niche, how to start picking keywords, and I've also explained a little bit about LSI keywords, very, very important when creating content. So not everybody's going to be writing the content themselves. Some people might be good writers, and some people might write the content themselves, but I think a lot of people will be probably outsourcing article writing. I know I do. I outsource article writing mainly because I'm dyslexic, so if you have the ability to write articles, that's fantastic, because that means that you're straight away ahead of people like me, because you can just go out there and build as many websites as you want. The only limiting factor you have is time. But today what I want to show you is one of the resources that I use for creating content, and that is a website called TextBroker. Now, I've been using TextBroker for, I'd say about 3 or 4 years now, and they're very, very good. They have a pool of UK English writers and American writers as well, and everybody who's part of TextBroker is kind of vetted, so they don't just let anyone in. The great thing about this site is you don't pay for your article until you're happy with it. So they have a kind of like an escrow service where you charge up your account using PayPal, so you can put like $20 or $30 into your account, and then they only release the funds when you're happy with your article. And they do a few other cool things as well, like they also check it using Copyscape to make sure the article is 100% unique, etc., etc. And everybody has star ratings and feedback, so you're getting articles from quality writers. Now, when you place an order, I've actually just logged in here. You can actually place what's called an open order. So this can be an order which is open to everybody at TextBroker, and anybody can pick it. Or you can do what's called a direct order. So they have over 10,000 writers, so when you put an order out there, you say, I need this article written within 3 days, someone will say, yes, I'll do the job, and they'll start writing the article. What I usually find is, particularly in certain niches, I'll find a writer who does a really, really good job, and they seem to be able to write articles in that particular niche really, really well, and you can actually put them on your favorites list, so that next time you do an article in that niche, or to do with that subject, you can just do a direct order with that author. So I'm going to do an open author, an open order right now. Okay, so I'll just say open order, and this brings up the order page. So over here on the left, we just need to select our category. So I'm going to say automotive. So let's take the VW camper van as an example. And then you can select the quality of the article writer. So the writers range from 2 stars to 5 stars, and obviously the more stars they have, the higher quality the article writer is, and the more money they charge. I normally go with a 3 or 4 star writer for, if I'm looking for really good quality AdSense articles, but sometimes you can find really good writers who are 2 star. So if you find a good article writer who's in the 2 star category, what you can do is you can put them on your favorite author list, and then you can just use that person again and again. But if you're just going out to everybody and you just need something quality, go with a 3 or 4 star writer. And then here you put your the amount of words you want them to write. So let's just say we're doing a 500 word article. I just want to show you how cheap this actually is. And let's put our order title in, VW camper van. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you exactly how much this is all going to cost. So I'm going to say I want a 2-star writer. So for a 2-star writer, a 500-word article is going to cost $6.30. Okay. If there were a 3-star writer, a 500-word article is going to cost $8. A 4-star writer is going to be $11.30, and a 5-star writer, it jumps up to 33. So you probably don't want to be using 5 stars. I normally go with 3 or 4 stars, 3 or 4-star writers. So a 3-star writer, it's only $8. Now, as far as article length, I normally like to go between 700 and 800 word articles. Sometimes I'll go as high as 1,000 words. But you know, between a 7 or 800 word article is absolutely fine. So if you say between 7 and 800, they'll just put the price there for an 800 word article. If they actually only write 700 words, you'll only pay for 700 words. However, if the article writer writes 850 words because they're just in, you know, that kind of mode of writing, you'll only actually pay for the 800 words. So that's really cool. So here is where you actually put your order title. And here is where you put instructions for the article writer. Now the cool thing about Text Broker, this is actually quite a recent thing they've added, is that you can put SEO options on. And what this enables you to do is to put your LSI keywords in, and you can tell them that you want, you know, for instance, keywords to be repeated a certain amount of times. So I can put keywords here. Repeat each keyword 2 to 3 times. Okay. Keyword 1. So and then we could have as many, and we can separate them with commas. So we could actually put in, so let's say VW campervan was our main keyword. Okay, and then we could have LSI keyword 1, comma, LSI 2, LSI 3. Obviously you'd have to put the real keywords in here, but you can just put all your keywords here, including all your LSI keywords, and then you can say repeat each keyword 2 to 3 times. And that way you get all your keywords in, and you can see here you've got a keyword density of about what is that, 1.5, between 1% and 1.5% for your keyword density. Sometimes you may just want your main keyword. So let's say we wanted VW campervan to have a 3 or 4% keyword density. So if you're going after a keyword you're really trying to rank the article for, let's say this keyword was not so high competition, it was a medium competition keyword. What we could do is we could say we want the keyword to be repeated 6 or 7 times. And just one second. So we could say, you know, we want the keyword repeated 30 times during the article, and that will give us a keyword density of 4%, between 3 and 4%. I wouldn't go that high myself. I would only say between 20 and 25 at the most for a 700-word article. That's going to give us between a 2 and 3% keyword density. Personally, I don't like to go, you know, beyond, say, you know, I would say 2 or 3%. That's quite a lot. I mean, I would probably, looking at this, max this out at between 15 and 20 times. So yeah, that's going to give us about a keyword density of 2% for our main keyword. If we have a list of other LSI keywords, and we don't want the LSI keywords to be incorporated in the article 15 or 20 times each, because we may want our main keyword to be incorporated 15 or 20 times throughout the article, but we probably don't want our LSI keywords. Normally I like to have the LSI keywords incorporated once, sometimes twice within the article. So the best thing you can do here in the description box for the author is to just state that exactly. So list your LSI keywords and say, can you please incorporate these LSI keywords into the article at least once or twice, and just make that very, very clear in your order description. And then once you've finished with your order description, you click calculate order, and then that gets sent out. And you can actually say, you know, you want this delivered within a day or 2 days or 3 days, and it's I think because of the recession, there's a lot of freelance writers now doing work in America and the UK. So it used to be the fact that you put an order out and it used to take 3 or 4 days before you get it back. What I'm actually finding now is sometimes I'm getting these orders back the same day. It's very, very fast, which is absolutely fantastic. And when you get the order back, you look at you read the article. If you're happy with it, you click a button at the bottom and that's it. You pay for the article. If you're not happy with the article, you can write in a text box why you're not happy with the article, and then they have to revise it before the author actually gets paid. And like I said, they actually have a copyscape section built in, so it will actually tell you that this article is 100% unique and passes copyscape, so you know that they haven't just copied the article from another website. Anyway, that's TextBroker. Fantastic resource. Highly recommend it. But what I actually want to go into now is just explain a little bit about site layout and the importance of choosing categories correctly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a website at the moment which I'm just putting together, and this website here, I have all my categories here, but what I've actually done is on the home page I've actually created little thumbnail images. So all I've done is I've created a page in WordPress. I've dropped these thumbnail images into the page, which is very easy to do in WordPress. Created an outline and then just put a description next to each image, and then linked. These are links which link to my category pages. Very, very important, this, and I haven't put any AdSense on this homepage, so that when someone visits the homepage, they can straight away see what the site's about. I've got images linking to each category. Very, very important to have images on your AdSense websites. There's a little description about each category, and there's a link to every single category on the homepage. So when a reviewer from Google visits your website, and they will visit your website when you start making over $100 a day, and they will review your websites. If they come to a website like this, they can straight away see, oh, okay, it's not a spam website. This is a quality website with quality content, and it's all linked correctly. So the first thing you need to work out when building an AdSense site are your category titles. Very, very important. You pick the correct category titles, things which are relevant in your niche. So these don't necessarily need to be heavy-duty keywords that get lots of searches. They just need to be keywords which are very, very relevant for your market. So the first thing I would normally do is I would go to Google and I would search for my niche. So I've already done this in the VW camper van market. So let's go to Google and search for VW camper vans. Okay, so I've opened up Google here and I've typed in VW camper vans, and what I'm looking for are other websites in this niche that I can start getting ideas for. So I'm looking for the big websites in this niche, the big information websites, not necessarily the big sites that are selling products, but the sites which are just offering good information. Okay, so I found a couple of sites on the home page, and let's just go to this one first of all. And what we actually want to do is we want to start looking at their categories and start getting ideas for this will just give you good ideas for the category information on your site. So if we look at this site here, I could straight away look. Technical tips would be a really good category to have on a VW campervan site. Let's see. We could have a gallery, that would be good. A whole section on rust, because obviously these old camper vans suffer from rust. Van insurance, definitely would want a category on insurance, because actually I remember from looking at the keywords in this section, the insurance keywords paid huge amounts of money. So that's the ideas, that's what we're looking for, just different category ideas from competing websites. So if we go to this website, they've got more categories down the side here. VW parts and accessories, we could possibly do a whole section on that. What else they got? Yeah, restoration, we could do a whole section on restoration. And events, we could do a whole, probably in this niche, I think there are lots of events where people go and show off their vehicles, so we could do a whole section on up and coming events, and we could even maybe do a whole section on buying VW camper vans, like a buyer's guide if you like. So the idea with that is that we would have each one of these as its separate category, and these are just categories which you set up in WordPress. On the home page, as I say, I like to normally have images with links to the category pages. Okay, now within your actual articles themselves, I always like to have images on every single article that I create. This just makes the site look like a quality website, and people who are visiting the site, it just spruces it up and makes it look a lot more professional. Now you don't want to be just taking these images from from Google Images. You actually need to own the photographs yourself, so you either need to go out and take the photos, or you need to go and buy the photos from proper stock photo websites. This is particularly important when you start making money from AdSense, because if you have a website that's bringing in, say, $100 a day, and suddenly you will start to get all sorts of traffic to your website, and if you have photos which aren't your photos on your website, you can get shut down very quickly. And also, if you ever want to flip the website, which what I mean by flip the website is sell the website on to somebody else. So if you had a website that was earning, say, $100 a day, you could maybe sell it for $30,000-$40,000. You're not going to be able to sell the website if you have illegal photographs on the site. You need to show that you own all the content and you own all of the images that are on your website before you can sell your website. This is a really, really cool site that I've been using recently. Go and have a look. Photo. Can't even pronounce that, but that's the site. It's probably some of the cheapest stock photos I've ever found. I've just typed in VW into here, and look, I found a picture of a camper van there, and we only need very, very small photos. We don't need huge high resolution images. And as an example, 1 credit. This is typical of the images I use on my site. They only cost 1 credit. Now, a credit on this site can cost as low as 70 cents and as high as $1.20, depending on how many credits you buy at once. So typically these images I'm buying for the site are only costing me about $1 each. So it's not a huge expense, and it does make your site look just vastly better. So that's how you can start to put your AdSense site together. I hope you found that useful today. Just one other quick thing. Somebody mentioned earlier this week, that the domain name tool.com was not working, and it wasn't. However, domain name tool.com has recently popped back up, and it is working. So thank goodness for that, because I was going to actually have to go and get a coder to go out and write a tool like this. But this is just a really good tool for finding keyword-rich domain names. So I hope you found that useful. If you have any questions at all about what I've talked about today, please comment below the video, and watch out for tomorrow's video, because I'll be explaining a lot more tactics for you, and I'll be talking to you exactly about how you can get traffic to your AdSense sites. So look out for that video tomorrow.